It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Vols will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The lone back's got it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
And keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. They'll try to pick up the first. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
4th down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that 1st down.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Give to the back. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Touch pass on the run. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn. And they jump on top.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll run the counter.
The running back carries the ball. Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And, David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pressure coming. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Slips through the line. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll try to run for it. Runs through the tackle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Drake. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He leaves it with the back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, the ground game. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short. Complete out of the backfield. Across the 25, he's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Auburn!
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Kansas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Lawrence. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
Ooh, the defense so lucky that was not a touchdown. The offense saw an opportunity to take a chance and take a shot. They executed that play beautifully.
From the gun. They're bringing heat. Buys a little extra time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
It's a safe play call, and it's a good safe decision, right? You're just rolling him out. This is going to be in the end zone or out of bounds, trusting his quarterback to make the right decision. He does. Sets up second.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, at this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Needs to get it in the end zone on third and goal. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tennessee! Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Still running at the 40. And he's running in the open. Running inside the 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
All you got to do is give this guy a little bit of space. That's all he needs. With his speed, he's in the second level just like that, breaking off an explosive run.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll run it from the gun. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think
unloads it downfield. What a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play. No Tennessee quarterback will ever be revered like Peyton Manning, but many more throws like that, and they're going to say, this guy's getting in. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. He's going to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
He'll throw one to his right. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. They're trying to get to it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. The Volunteers in the hurry up.
Bring up second down.
Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
And the Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab down the middle. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners and covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting it.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the shotgun, the inside give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it away to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. Trying play action. He lets one fly deep. Snags it on the right. Open runway ahead. Touchdown ball. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 18 to Iowa. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The give to the single back. Fighting off the defender. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Might as well give it to him again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Then you get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Auburn sends out the punting unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. Pulls it in on the left. He's loose. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Tennessee. The AT unit on the field. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flare, a 77-yard touchdown pass. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. from the gun to give, looking for room. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Proctor. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires on the move. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They're going to test the right side with this one. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Lewis. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there, the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Trying to get to it. He'll pull it down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Off the boot, looking for his man. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Vols will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Second and goal for this offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Touchdown, Volunteers! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air, it's Proctor. Right down the middle. It's complete. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
That's a 1st down for the offense. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Tennessee 35, Auburn 28.
First down to start the drive after the break. It'll be a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that.
Everybody goes nuts. And listen, when you have a linebacker that plays physical and downhill like that with bad intentions, that's usually a good starting point for a great defense.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on to David. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He'll try to do it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how...
Oh, look out! And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. The give to the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Works the middle. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown ball! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Eastern Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you've got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Looking for a man. It's Proctor. Got his man on the outside. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Makes the grab outside. It's Tompkins. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his arms.
On second down, looking again to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Nifty little dance step. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Defensively, dude, I'm just thinking about so many things, and now you throw this in. Now you get the ball to a fast guy on the perimeter right away. That's not the running back. And I'm so dialed into the running back, and you running the ball downhill, or maybe the quarterback running. Now you kind of mix this in there for a positive gain. Really smart play by the offense down here in the red zone.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to barge their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Auburn.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw. It's Proctor. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.